of football, while exciting and entertaining, is one that comes with much controversy. This summer, Procast Worldwide held 4 different camps in New Jersey for children all across the state to learn from NFL football players. With all the risk involved with the game, we here at Wired Jersey talked to parents, coaches, and professional players as to why they thought it was so important for their children to play football, and why its great benefits outweighed the risks.
I believe youth football is very important for child development. It helped mold me and, learning how to work with others, learning how to be a part of a team, not being selfish. I think today with all the technology, kids nowadays, they spend more time in the house, but I think it's better for them to get out and, interact with their peers.
Well, it helps him with everything in life, whether it's school, whether it's in sports, or whether it's with his friends or family. It teaches him how to get along with others and how to work with other people.
I know a lot of good kids that aren't playing in the NFL or didn't even play college football, but just those couple of years that they did play football, a lot of leadership qualities, a lot of different things, and it teaches you just a lot of lessons in life. I think football is a great teacher overall for anyone that wants to play.
Yeah, my son Colt McCoy, I was fortunate to get to coach him through high school, so that was a wonderful thing for a dad. But he started early in all sports and did some football things as well. We didn't play contact football until his 7th grade, and his experience was great. His experience was that of making his team better. He knew from a very early age that he had some skill. He wanted to develop it, and he wanted to play in the NFL. We tried to foster that. But one of the things he figured out early was it's not all about him. It's about leadership and how to make the kids around me play better. And so that was one of the great skills that he learned that he did really well, was making teammates better. And when teammates got better, he got better. And when they all got better, they won a lot of games.
The best thing that you get out of playing football is the team attitude, that every person is part of that teamwork. And if that one person isn't getting it done, it falls apart. You got to depend on those other guys. You got to pull those other guys up, too.
I, for one, was very involved with youth football. I was always outside playing with my friends, amongst my peers. I think it develops people skills. You're able to interact and communicate with others, and also just to be out and have fun. It's good for a kid to have fun. I mean, you're a kid, you don't have any worries, you don't have any stress, and as we all know, when you're out there just playing around, that's some of your best days.
Oh, I think all the values of being on a team and sportsmanship and working hard, and I think it translates into the future, into everything, into school, into future teams and sports and family values.
But just to get them involved in different activities, different camps, allows them to learn different attributes, to build, their character and learn how to be disciplined, how to work hard, how to do all the right things. And that's why I'm out here and trying to get involved in the community.
The best thing about when you're young and you're playing football, you're playing with all the kids you grew up on the block. You never get to experience that again. So when I see all these kids out here cheering on for their best friends and guys that live next door, it's pretty cool to see, because now, for me, you got guys from all different places. When you're playing young, you're playing with your best friends, and there's no feeling like that.
The education that we have and the monitoring that we have about head injuries and how to tackle the correct way and how to do things not at the cost of the athlete, there's an amazing benefit to be able to play youth sports.
What I do love about this game is that the game is evolving, and the game is aware at any level, whether it's NFL, high school, collegiate, they're aware of the risks. And as coaches, we are evolving, and we're changing the game that we can still make it a fun, physical game with limiting those risks.
I didn't do contact until 7th grade. I think if you can let kids develop, especially at a young age, you develop at different times. So if you can hold off on the contact part of it, they can at least learn the fundamentals of the game. They can do it in a safe environment, and this is a camp that allows that to happen.
It's safer for them to play football in an organized fashion rather than them playing with their friends on the street. Right? They'll learn how to properly hit and how to properly catch and how to not get hurt. So wearing special equipment now, I think football's come a long way where they're trying to prevent injuries.
I think no matter what you do, you have that risk of injury. No matter what sport you're playing, you can hurt something. And I think football has gone to great lengths to make the game safe, instituting the new helmets, concussion protocol. Obviously, as a mom especially, I know they get pretty nervous about it. I think if the coaches are certified, heads up certified, and they're doing things the right way and teaching the right techniques, it's a game that is definitely going to outweigh the risk of injury. I mean, I think obviously that's a concern that parents should have, but I think at the same time, this game provided so much for me. My kids are going to play. I mean, I think they're going to play from when they're young, starting up. So I love football, and I think we got to get more kids playing.